magic item. She can't read.
Momo can't read?
I don't know.
Just a moment. Beck fucked up.
What do they do?
He's doing God's work and running a stream remotely.
What a veteran. What a hero.
Not the hero we deserved, but the hero we needed.
Do we deserve
Hear
better
that?
or worse?
We deserve far worse.
Okay.
What's your ideal salad?
Cucumber.
Just
Really
cucumbers?
Awful.
I like
Really
cucumber
big
salad because
salad.
it's spicy.
What? How is cucumber spicy?
Well, the cucumber salad specifically is like cucumber, red onion, and then like a bunch of peppers to make it really hot. I don't know.
I didn't know that cucumber
It's-
salad.
Is it a Chinese or Korean dish, I think?
I originally got it from the Thai restaurant, but I think it might be Korean originally. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's originally Korean.
Mm.
Yeah, I made one. I got really excited because I saw a recipe for it on Pinterest before, and then I made it, and it was awful.
No.
Truly
no.
one of the worst things I've ever eaten.
Did it look nice?
It did. I was so proud of myself. I did the stupid like accordion thing with the cucumber.
hmm
I was so
Some
proud of
things
myself.
just look nice.
And I spent so much money getting ingredients for it, and it was awful.
What ingredients were you
money?
spending
No.
money
What
on?
did you get? What cost money? Cucumber salad's super cheap to make usually.
Well, it was all the like stuff for the sauce and stuff, which
Oh,
is
okay.
a bunch of stuff that I didn't have. So,
The
it was
gold
like,
flakes.
so I had to buy a bunch of sauces and things.
I'm gonna go with potato salad.
That's fair.
I do like potato salad now that I think about it.
I'm a basic bitch, and I like just a regular old chicken Caesar.
That sounds good.
Chicken Caesar is pretty
Can't
good.
go wrong with that.
Pretty classic. It's solid.
Some pasta salad.
Is it a salad if there's pasta in it, or is it just a pasta now?
It's got veggies and stuff.
But is it a pasta or is it a salad?
It's a hybrid.
Now you've ruined it. Okay, cheese has a lot. Okay, spinach and romaine mix, red onion, cucumber, tomatoes, chicken, white cheddar. Is that something you made yourself? It doesn't have a name.
I don't think there's like a name for that kind of salad. This is like what I always put in mind when I make them at work and stuff.
So
The
it's chef
salad.
salad.
It's the phyllo salad.
Yeah,
Phyllo
the phyllo salad, the phallid, the silo.
Phallid sounds really close to phallic.
Very perfect for phyllo then.
Can I get the
Yeah,
stupid
perfect.
salad?
this stupid salad?
I want the soup that comes with the salad.
I want the super salad.
Oh,
What's a super salad?
Ooh, I want to change my answer to taco salad.
Ooh, yeah,
Taco salad
that's
is
pretty
really
good.
too.
Yeah, that's oh man, like a chili lime vinaigrette. Mm.
I want soup dumplings right now,
Me too.
and I don't know where to get them.
Usually you have to go to a dim sum place.
Oh no, they're all closed this time.
Yeah, and they won't all have them, and they won't all have them all the time. Sometimes, like,
Yeah,
they're kind of a rare creature, even on dim sum menus.
I've only seen them once in one place here, and I don't know where they went.
They're not too hard to make though.
You're asking me to make some food?
They're not too hard for a normal person to make though.
That's fair. Are we live?
Oh yes, we are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it didn't load for me either.
Oh man, we're here. I want these items. I need to know. There's so many. Also, who the fuck came out of this mirror with us? We all
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
landed in a pile.
I'm trying to catch Allie.
who wants to do the recap?
Not it.
Last time we cracked these eggheads, and now they're both dead. Then we looked at magic items, including this mirror. Allie found out the mirror was trapped and probably not safe to look at it. He thought he was smarter than that and immediately looked at it and got sucked inside. Jupiter followed suit to try to get Allie out. Then we spent a long time trying to figure out how to get out of the mirror. We ended up using like an anti-magic field crystal near the mirror. And then a bunch of people shot out of the mirror instead of just Jupe and Allie. So there were a lot of people trapped in this mirror prison.
I think we found out that you weren't actually trapped in the mirror, but there were like these little crystals along the side of the mirror that
Yeah.
people were stuck in, maybe, I think.
Yep.
I saw that way.
So they weren't like
Yeah.
connected. They were like little individual prisons in the outside of the mirror. It was a little rapid fire, but that's how I roll. So
Keep going.
that's it though. That's where we left off, is we all fell out of the mirror. I can't go
Okay.
further back.
Talon's also here.
Oh yeah, Talon's also here. She seems fine. She doesn't have her heart yet. But she's here and she's friendly and not running away immediately, so that's an improvement.
Working with natural born witches?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the first switch. Descendants of the first.
Yeah, the grandchildren, great grandchildren, were somehow descended from Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. John Witch
And she's
himself.
And she's adapted a very Jane-like MO that is very comforting and not a reason for anybody to worry. Definitely.
It's fine. Could possibly go wrong. Also, we saved almost all of the magic items, and with Jupiter's help, we're gonna save the ones that did get stuck inside the stone, unless
Yeah.
Drade is mean.
I'm gonna just in the future. Everyone destroys their magic items.
They drop into lava pools.
Yeah, That was my the first time that I did this. I did it right by having lava
Yep.
fill things. I need to just do that from now on.
The royal
in doubt.
palace would rather destroy their items than have the poor touch it.
I mean, depending on the item,
Yeah, it
There
makes
is-
sense.
like better to have it destroyed than end up in the wrong hands.
If your enemies get a hold of your super powerful magic item, that just makes the war even easier for them.
Wow, look at all these ion stone guys. There's so many.
Ooh.
But yeah, you guys threw out one of these dispelling crystals, which finally managed to take effect on the mirror, and out of the mirror spill Allie, Jupe, as well as 4 other individuals,
Ugh.
2 of whom get up and immediately bolt for the exit.
Who are they?
Oh.
One is a very large, probably 7-foot tall, broad shoulders, like very stocky looking, red skinned, like demon.
That's an Oni.
And the other appears to be a tabaxi woman with these like glittery eyes and a red horn that's kind of curling off of one side of her face. And as all these people spill out and some of them start to run, Tomo and Tama both see this woman and say, "Mom,
Oh shit.
Oh god.
what do you guys do?"
If we have like full actions to react with what's going on, I see people pouring out of the mirror and one of them trying to run.
All of them are trying to run, right?
2 of them.
Only 2.
2 of
Good.
the 4.
The demon and the tabaxi woman.
No, demon and tabaxi woman are staying still, and then 2
Oh.
others.
It's the other 2 running.
I'm gonna throw that out and just like, hold on now.
Ooh, nice.
I tried to catch Ali.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
that's
know
gonna
what
hurt
to
my
roll
face.
for that.
Oh, hey.
Just let Jupe fall to the floor.
Yeah, but
Yep.
he's a cat.
So's Allie.
Yeah, but Ali has fur and is soft.
And he doesn't hate me currently.
Ali smells nice.
Jupe smells nice.
The entangle takes effect, and you see they appear to be 2 human individuals.
Yeah, I catch Ali.
Oh, thanks, Stein. Stein. Which one is this? Stein? No, you're
Stein.
Stein because you're mad at him. Yeah.
How'd you know I was mad?
I could see you throughout the mirror and you just kind of looked pissed off.
That's fair.
And it's understandable. He was kind of a jerk earlier.
Earlier.
A long time ago. But for you, that was like 2 minutes ago.
Deep breath. I'm gonna ask Tropy what happened.
Good idea. Did we catch these humans? Like, can at least say thank you before you run off.
Probably thieves. Speaking of Steven, where are we?
We're in Ashida's vault. Well, Tomo and Tama's vault. But I'm
Salutes.
assuming Ashida put most of these people in the mirror.
No, perhaps
Especially,
they just got stuck in there by accident, like you did.
I don't know. Tomo and Tama's mom being in there kind of feels a little deliberate.
What are we gonna do about this demon?
Maybe he's nice.
Identify yourselves.
Please.
identify.
Not you, your mom.
We're always this casual with people. Don't worry. Don't feel offended.
We. All right. Look, there's a lot of things going on right now. I'm Zakuro. She goes over to Tama and Tomo, gives them a hug, and they are very confused and relieved.
They seem happy.
Yeah.
Not like, oh no, our abuser, she's back.
No, more of
Okay,
a
good.
like, we were told you were dead.
Oh God.
Um, the two human guys that are currently entangled are going to just try and break out of the entanglement and are trying to bolt.
I'm gonna look to like Tomo and Tom and be like, I hate to interrupt this reunion, but do you know them?
No, I don't recognize either of them. One of them does manage to break free and just like starts to run.
Uh,
Teleports him back 5 feet.
Oh, but yeah, I gotta grab him.
Listen, buddy, I got a lot of frustration. You keep moving, I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's only going to make him more mad if he has to chase you first. Just hang around a moment and answer some questions.
he's gonna attack you.
Hell yeah! Attack him back.
We're not with Ishida. We just want to know why you were in the mirror. Ishida's also dead, so
At this point, the demon finally speaks up. So she just dead. Damn shame.
Wow.
did you want to do it yourself or?
Would have preferred to have a hand in it, yes.
I'm in the background attacking the guy who's attacking me, like just not lethally, kind of taking out frustrations on him.
Yeah, go for it. Give me an attack.
I'm
Yeah,
out
you
of
kill him.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, not lethal. If he goes unconscious in the first one, he just goes really he gets disappointed, puts his hands out like, ah. Though it does look like he just pounces him, gets on the shoulders, and just starts punching him in the face until he goes down.
Yeah, he goes down pretty quick.
You're right. They might just be common thieves who got stuck in there.
I don't know. Common thieves break into a castle all the time.
They might have gotten lucky.
I point at the other guy. You
Hey.
still.
He's gonna keep trying to get out.
I try to Spock. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he bolts.
I'm gonna
He
try
can
and
punch him out.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Knocks them both out.
do that little karate chop in the back of the neck they do in the anime.
The convenient knockout blow. Just
Convenient, harmless knockout blow.
Totally harmless. Definitely isn't going to lead to any brain damage or concussion.
Probably a little bit of brain
multiple
damage.
times.
I have brain damage. I'm fine.
Totally fine, mentally stable, not doing terrible. Not, I can't talk. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing here.
Yes, what are you all doing down here? Said my husband is dead.
Yeah, he ended up, trying to murder the world with a sleeping dragon and turn into a weird insect monster. So, oh, and killed Tomo in the process.
What? No, he didn't.
She got better.
It's hard to believe what happened.
Yeah, we're still not entirely sure what happened. There might have been some weird time stuff involved. Is that a time dragon or time dragon's a thing?
Yeah, we explained what happened. You gotta promise not to say that's impossible.
To be clear, I'm pretty sure you guys haven't told Tomo about this.
Oh boy.
Ishida went mad as a result of his consultation with demons. This one he clearly employed as a prison guard for his mirror prison.
Inside the prison.
Where they're separate cells and he couldn't get to any of them because he would be trapped in a separate demiplane. That makes sense, definitely.
People could just be assholes, Kohaku.
That he was. Your friend isn't entirely entirely wrong. I was under Ishida's employ, but he saw fit to terminate that contract.
Consulting with demons.
Employing them.
It's clearly the cause for his ultimate madness.
He rolls his eyes.
I think everyone just kind of group collectively rolls their eyes.
You might get the sense that Kawaku doesn't fully believe what he's saying, but he's saying it for a reason anyway.
Okay.
You guys will recall that he was attempting to spare Tomo's feelings.
Mhm.
Right. That makes sense.
You know, because you killed her dad, and
Like
her
I give a
dad
shit
tried to
about that.
kill her.
Yeah.
You can
like
kill
this
my dad,
character.
that's fine. It's okay, I don't care. But anyway, we came down here to, see what was all in the vault since Ishida had passed and, ended up accidentally breaking you all out of the mirror. You're welcome.
Yes, quite clumsily, but I suppose everything worked out in the end.
That sound very grateful. How long were you stuck in there for?
Uh, I'm uncertain. Several years at least.
Guess you didn't need to eat or drink.
No. She like takes a moment and like she's about to go and look in the mirror, and then she instead steps away from the mirror, knowing that that thing is going to reactivate very shortly.
We better all step away from that thing. He just pulls like a bedroll and drapes it over.
I'll hand her a hand mirror for my thieves' tools. This one won't suck you in it, I swear.
Thank you. Yes, we had no need to eat or even sleep while trapped in there. It was like time was just stood still.
Oh, great. If we ever get too close to the deadline for Jupe, we can just slap him in there.
I hate that that's not a terrible option. Unless he just succumbs to the illness in there.
We can get rid of it.
Anyway, how long have you been in there? Are you aware that the Emperor is dead?
Yes, been aware of that for that had been about 4 years.
Very well. Well, you're the new Insect Clan Daimyo. Congratulations.
Well, as the I was not a member of this clan originally. Married into the Ishida family, so I believe that title would go to Tama
That's
first.
true.
How do you decide if it's twins? Is it literally who came out first?
Yes.
Are you sure she's the one who came out first? They do look alike.
I'm quite positive.
Did you like immediately slap a wristband on her so you could tell them apart?
Well, I can tell.
Okay.
They probably had to consult the spirits at once or twice.
I guess their eyes do look different.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Nara, your cousins probably, or that's racist, one of the two. But
She's got those star eyes. She's a oracle, or has oracular ability.
It's kind of at this point that, as you guys point that out, that she takes notice of Nara. You're an omen as well.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure he eats both meat and vegetables.
And she kind of touches her
Uh,
hand to her eyebrows. You have uh, the affliction as well. She kind of
Oh.
touches her own horn.
Oh, this is. I don't think this is a sickness. This just rubs his eyebrows like self-consciously.
No. Oh, we. You're not from around here. When I was born like this, they considered me an omen. It was unclear if it was for good or bad.
Oh,
So I was later betrothed to Ishida and joined their family.
so they thought of you as an omen?
Yes. Some saw me as a sign of misfortune, and others believed that I would was a sign of good, prosperity, luck, perhaps. Uh,
Huh.
I hope that in time I proved that I was the latter.
Well, you're not dead. That's pretty lucky.
I agree. Though I wish I'd been able to stop whatever Ishida got up to. I take it that all of you were responsible.
Yeah. We're heroes.
You have my thanks for stopping him.
You're welcome. We couldn't stop him putting on that witch hat on, though. Maybe that's why he went all nutty.
Yeah, and of course,
What happened to that hat, actually?
I believe you guys have it.
Huh?
Is it under like party loot?
We misplaced the witch hat. Oh no!
Oops.
I assume it's with Ali. Ali seems to hold all the hats.
If I do have it, it's not. I don't have it, but
You flash back; it's still on the table. Back in.
it's just in Merveille on the coffee table.
Dinah's house?
No, if I actually had it, it'd be in my bag of holding.
Yeah, fair. Hard to scry on.
Flash just go walk in and take it off the table. But yes, you're welcome. We were honestly hoping to have some of these magic items as our reward for that. I was actually gonna identify them before I got sucked in the mirror.
Is that what was going on? We're being rewarded?
Tomo and Tama are both very confused because they still don't know about the Stein switch, and they're just like, "Yes, we've discussed this multiple times."
He's got some differences. Darker
It-
colors.
There's two of them in there. It's a little confusing, but they swap back and forth.
I'm out here.
Well, I guess you're out here. The other one's in there. I'm in your body, but
It's a temple. Open to everyone.
He has a case of split personality.
something
What?
like that.
Wait, what? No, I got just the one.
My best guess is some kind of benevolent possession.
No, I
Interesting.
was possessed.
Do people ever display multiple personalities in Merveille? Do I just think he's mad? I'd never thought about that until now, but
It's possible.
Some sort of magical malaise.
It's kind of up to you to decide.
it seems too magical for it to just be madness. So it could be a magical madness. Or it looks mad because somewhere magical effects happen.
Or he's a natural medium channeling the spirit of someone deceased.
That is possible.
Like who?
Well, we don't know. One of them is it's either Stein or Stain, one of them.
Well, which one of them's actually died? I think it was Stain that almost died, right?
Nah.
Oh, it was Stein? Okay. So Stein's the dead one. Stain's the live one.
I find that more likely, yeah.
I don't think that makes sense.
He's clinging to the mortal plane for Talen's sake. And no, wait, because you both know Talen. That makes this complicated.
I was here from the get-go.
So that's the original one.
Oh, the other one has spoken like he's been there from the get-go too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it seems that I haven't eaten in 6 years.
Would you like a fish cake?
She gives you a very quizzical look.
It's not made from fish, it's made by a fish.
I like a fish cake.
Sure. You know what? Anything sounds delightful at this point.
I'll give, her,
Uh,
I'll give her one of my little bonus treats.
I agree.
Lady Tomo and Tama, can we get these two? They just gestures at the unconscious humans.
Right. We'll
Guarded up.
Yes, we'll put them in the dungeon, I suppose.
You got one of those?
Unfortunately, yes. And we'll call someone to examine them.
And Mr. Demon, what's your name? Big guy.
You can call me Volbag.
What back?
Volmag.
Okay, Volmag. Okay.
Well, you were working for Ashita. Are you inclined to continue working for the family, or
Can leave
Well,
now.
the last
or-
family member put me in a mirror, so no, I intend to leave promptly. After gathering some compensation, that is.
like a tip.
Would you also like a fish cake?
Yes. And he's going to go over and he just scoops up a bunch of gold.
I like this guy.
I mean, better gold than souls, right?
Right.
Whatever it is.
Glad he's not going to try to take like revenge on the bloodline or anything like that. Anywho, what's our proficiency bonus right now?
+4?
Uh,
4,
Yeah,
yeah.
4.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. I have 4 chef treats at the moment. Then I will give
Ooh,
one
chef
to.
treats.
I'll give one to Volmag and one to the mum, whose name I can't remember.
Zakura.
Can you spell it? Oh, Zakura. Okay.
We're still 11, right?
Yeah. 11.
And let's see how they taste today.
Real good.
Do I see a flipping ray gun?
Where?
That's a vase.
That's a vase.
Oh.
Although I can see it though, that little piece of rubble right below it does look like a handle.
Which one?
Yeah.
Are
Looks
you
like a
digging it?
spaceman spiff ray gun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or like
Marvin Martian.
Earthworm Jim.
Where in the map is it?
It's kind of right in the middle, right above this pile of broken armors.
Oh yeah, it does click a ray gun. Oh yeah, it's a vase. It's like a Doc Dodgers gun.
Okay, well, if we're all gonna go up to eat, let me just shove all these items in my bag, and then we can go.
Yes, that seems wise. We can perhaps call the guards to clean up.
Is it really okay? You just like looking at all this gold. We're just allowed to take.
No, we at this point, Tom will say, "No, each of you can choose an item or or 1,000 gold pieces."
Okay.
I'm gonna temporarily take
be-
all of them, and then I'll identify them and put a little tag that says what they do. That way you know, and then we can come put the other ones back. But I'll do it later.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll send the guards to clean up
Some of
those
them
two,
went
and
underground.
also put these two into the dungeon for some examination.
I'd assumed they were just thieves who got caught, but
It's possible. Who knows how long they've been in there, though.
And what would you have us do with your demon?
Well, I will leave that to you all to discuss.
You want some booze?
I'd love some.
Any last
Has it.
words?
Good luck, Shrimpy.
Give him water, skin of rum.
Yeah, we'll take a big swig.
Must suck being trapped somewhere for 6 years.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, you only get stuck for a few months at a time sometimes. That seems like a lot.
I'm not even aware of what's going on.
Do you dream, or are you just
The awareness was the hard part.
Yeah. I can imagine being trapped for months and being aware of it each time.
Yeah, I did start to panic after about a minute and a half. So
Everyone's beat up. Let's go. Get looked at. I'm gonna eat something.
Yeah, I'll give you one of my fish treats too.
Oh boy.
Until we have time to eat a real dinner when we go back up.
A cheesecake. I love these.
Alrighty. Well, Zakuro and Volmeg, Tomotama head up to get some dinner, kind of discuss what's happened. The Zakuro and Tomotama being reunited after 6 years. They have a good amount to discuss. If you want to be a part of that, you can. Otherwise, I can start sending you guys some of these magic items.
Yeah. Give them their space. I'm trying to avoid Jupe because he's T-posing in the corner. And I'm trying to avoid Talon because if I look at her and feel anything, I'll go back this time.
Alrighty. What item do you want to start with?
oh man, I don't remember. Oh, they're all on the map still.
And there's one that just straight up looks like a gun.
Gun seems like a solid first choice.
There are
There's
two
a
guns
grail.
actually.
Oh man,
The bigger gun.
I'm curious about these knives up here.
And I think we have to come back for the hammer and the cowbell. Once Jeep can re-prepare.
All right, starting with the big gun. You can tell that it is magical. It appears to be kind of like almost like a musket style rifle. And it is a marksman's rifle. It does require attunement. It is a simple ranged weapon. It deals 1d10 piercing damage. Has a range of 150 to 600. It's heavy two-handed. It is a +2 weapon. While wielding the weapon, you can take the aim action from the rogue cunning action feature, even if you're not a rogue. and also the weapon is capable of producing its own magical ammunition. When you
Oh.
load the weapon, you can, instead of loading real ammunition, you can choose one of the following. You can either choose a force bullet, which changes the weapon damage to 1d8 force damage instead of 1d10 piercing damage. Or you can do an acid shot, which instead of making a single attack, you may make a weapon attack against each creature within a 5-foot radius within range. And those attacks deal 1d6 acid damage instead of the 1d10 piercing.
Nice.
Ooh.
Does Nara look at it with intrigue?
I never used a boomstick before.
Thanks you. I wouldn't recommend giving it to Nico though. I don't think he should have guns. He also doesn't really have fingers to use the guns.
Does have fingers. You're just stubby. I don't think they can fit in the trigger guard or whatever you call it. If there's a trigger guard.
I might be open to it if no one else is fancying it.
Yeah, we can look at everything else. See in case there's something you like more.
The smaller gun isn't anything particularly fancy. It's just a +1 weapon, but it's a pepper box. Deals 1d6 piercing damage, has a range of 30, 120, and it's light.
Neat.
Light means you can use it as an offhand.
Yeah. If you have
Ooh.
2 of them, you can shoot one as a bonus action.
As long as it's loaded.
As long as it's loaded. Oh, this one has like, is it loading? Does it have the loading quality rather?
It's got the ammunition like reloading.
Okay,
property,
gotcha.
so it's basically just a light crossbow. Functions like a light crossbow would,
A hand crossbow.
or hand crossbow. Thank you.
Okay, neat.
I can make it so you don't have to reload it if you want. If someone wants it.
Are you sure? Your infusions are so special.
I've got a lot of them. I'm starting to get to the point where I don't know what to do with them all. These boots are pretty cool though. I do like them.
All right. What's up next?
I want to look at this thing. It's
A
not like
knife.
thing anymore. The one right next to the musket.
Knife.
though. Yeah, that.
Where are these items?
Just
the
on the
map.
pedestal still.
They're just on the map, yeah.
Oh, the pedestal.
There's a chalice.
That is just a magic dagger, but it is a standard Frostbrand variant.
Oh, neat.
So essentially, whenever you hit a creature, it takes an extra 1d6 cold damage in addition to the dagger damage.
Okay.
Also, in freezing temperatures, it sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim for an extra 10 feet. And when you draw the blade, you can extinguish non-magical flames within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. Solange had one of those. I missed that guy. What about the? Nobody else wants to look at any particular one next. I still can't. How do you ping? It was letting me do it by just like double clicking before, but.
Click and hold.
Yeah, the scrolls we can save for later, I suppose.
I'm curious about all the bladed weapons, and I can't tell from the scale of the map how big they actually are compared to Sheesh. Like I don't know if I'm looking at a little cute rapier, or like a a Zweihander.
This looks like a single-handed sword. This looks like a double-handed sword.
Yeah.
There's a fan, a chalice.
I'm looking at this sword on the far right of that first row, and I feel like either Jupe or I are going to really like that one.
What's this mirror do, Ali?
the one that we came
Hand
out
mirror.
of. Oh, where's the hand mirror?
It let me go into the mirror without and come out again.
For that, the big kind of like crazy looking sword is a fool's blade.
Fool's blade.
What's that?
It's a +2 weapon, and it gives you a couple of special actions that you can take, including
Nice.
doing a feint as well as a misdirect.
Cool.
This one is and this one was a greatsword.
I don't think anyone can use it.
The Fool's
But
Blade
yeah.
is the great sword.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, so there was a hand mirror, you said, next?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hand mirror. So the hand mirror is a mirror realm's key.
Well, that sounds cool.
While holding the mirror towards another mirror, that mirror becomes a portal to the mirror realm. If the mirror is large enough, a willing creature can pass through it to enter the mirror realm. The mirror realm is essentially kind of like the ethereal plane, where it's a plane that exists kind of on top of any other existing plane, but it is on a smaller scale. So it's on essentially works like the Nether. So everything is 1/8 scale.
Oh my
You have
God,
to
you can
travel.
batch travel.
And within the mirror realm, you can see any other existing mirrors and reflective surfaces on them from the plane that you entered. So from here, it would be like the material plane, but theoretically, you could enter the mirror realm from like the
Astral
plane of
plane.
fire, and
Yeah.
you would see the fire planes version.
Is it specifically mirrors or reflections, like say on a very shiny tray?
Shiny trays also work. You can only
Surface of
enter.
water?
Surface of water also works, but you can only enter through I believe you can only enter through a mirror. Has to be like a proper mirror.
Right.
But
And
you can
can't
see.
exit.
But you can see through reflective surfaces.
Okay, you can enter and exit through mirrors, but you can see through reflective surfaces.
Yeah.
Neat.
So you could technically like travel long distances between mirrors.
Theoretically, yes. At like 8 times as fast. While you were in the mirror realm and you were looking through a reflective surface into the like material plane, other creatures can see you in that reflective surface, which
That's how they saw me.
yeah. But when they see you, you kind of have this like ghostly appearance.
Okay. So it's kind of like, oh, it's haunted, but it's me.
This mirror seems so useful. Why is it being stored?
And then the very last thing, and the reason that it's being stored, when a creature, if that's not exits the mirror realm, if they have spent more than 1 hour within the mirror realm, they have to roll a flat d20 with a DC equal to the number of hours they have spent in the mirror realm. On a failure, a calamity is released in their name somewhere in the world.
Oh.
Oh. A calamity is released somewhere in their name.
In their name.
That is literally like when you cast the identify on this spell on this, that is the information that Alistair receives.
A calamity is like the demon that ended up hurting Lord Durrell and also that attacked the cathedral.
No.
It's a calamity.
It's like a natural
Sure.
disaster or something.
I know, but I feel
Not
like calamity
sure.
with a capital C. Or a calamity, just a calamity.
Just a
Like a
calamity.
meteor falling. Okay.
Does it like have my
So-
name written on it? Like,
Importantly, like when you receive this information, you don't receive like you roll a d20 check. It essentially says that the information that you get is if you draw the ire or draw the attention of the denizens of the mirror realm, a calamity may be released.
Okay.
Um,
If you spend more than an hour in there. Or
You
an
upset-
hour.
You upset Brule.
It's Brule.
branch.
Or your branch.
that seems very useful, but also very dangerous. So, that's cool. Let's see what else we got. Got those scrolls we can identify later.
What about that cursed mirror?
Well, let me approach it from the side this time so I don't get sucked into it. Or did I already identify it? No. I just identified there was a trap on it. I don't think I
Yeah,
identified
you
it.
identified there was a trap.
I walked up to it to identify it, but I walked up to the front of it because I'm very smart.
Effectively, this is a mirror of life trapping.
He seems to
Um,
swap between Stain and Stein, so he's very interested in it.
Whenever a creature kind of steps in front of it, somebody can speak a command word to trap the creature in front of it in the mirror.
Who was speaking the command words?
That is where the magical trap comes in.
Oh, it's a trap that says the command word.
Yeah.
Each time someone appears in front of it. Neat.
It's effectively, I can't remember. I think it's a magic mouth spell.
Oh, cool. You don't age though, so you didn't lose 7 years. You just
Yeah.
were there.
Time is just frozen for that person, effectively.
What happens when it breaks?
It's destroyed. I'm assuming everything comes out.
How come it swaps us?
Mirror shattered, all creatures in it are freed and appear in unoccupied spaces. That I couldn't tell you. It doesn't say anything about that. Maybe you're always one of you's trapped in a mirror dimension.
Maybe?
So it just sucks the other one in and pushes the other one out. I'm assuming you both can't be in the mirror world at the same time. 'Cause
Is the mirror world similar to the glass world? Whatever it is.
I mean, mirrors are made out of glass.
I wonder if it just has like people from other dimensions in there traveling, or like is there like natural inhabitants in the mirror world?
Mirror creatures? Gross.
Wait, is it made out of glass, or is this before we did glass and we just did polished whatever?
I feel like you have class. They're definitely like very expensive, right? Mirror is a very it's like a treasure item. The regular peasants can get unless they have like polished iron or steel, whatever is the shinier one.
Well, this one says it'll shatter, so I'm assuming it's the actual
Glass.
glass.
Is it as easy to break as a regular mirror? Of course, it's sturdier.
It is 11 AC, 10 hit points, but it is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So if you punch it, it'll probably just break.
Well, good to know we can just kind of break it
Yeah, that mirror is an amazing trump card, but it's really risky with the calamity.
No, if you're
Tag
trapped
along
in
to
it, no, that's the hand mirror. The trap mirror doesn't do that.
Trap mirror, we can just put bad guys in if we don't want to kill them, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's try it on this demon.
He's already been in it. I don't think we need to do it again.
He's also gone upstairs.
Probably questioning him. Yeah, we can be questioning the demon as well if Jude wants. We could ask like, hey, what did Ishida want?
Let's keep identifying first, and then we can do that. So we've
Yeah.
got the fan left, these scrolls,
We got two kinds of mirrors that you did.
chalice. I want to know what the chalice is.
Yeah, I wonder what the chalice does.
The goblet, whatever it is.
There's also this bazooka.
Bazooka is
The bazooka is actually a scroll.
Scroll case. It's a big scroll. It's like a
It's
calendar.
it is actually like a very large scroll.
Wow.
It's not
this case.
it's not quite that big. It's not like 10 foot wide, but
Really,
it is.
Trade? It's not a 10-10 scroll where you can just pull out unlimited weapons?
I mean, it is like about that size. It is about
Oh.
a 3 foot long scroll.
That's hot. Either it summons a big kaiju that we form a contract with, or summons weapons.
For the chalice, I have terrible news for you.
Oh.
The chalice is currently empty.
Okay.
And that lets Alistair know, as you finish identifying, that it has been expended and is not useful currently.
Okay.
But it is a chalice of eternal youth. It is a legendary item. Once every 100 years, this chalice magically fills with golden liquid. A creature who drinks from the chalice ceases to age naturally for the next 100 years.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Can
I
we
thought it
tell
was
how long
something
it?
else.
Can we tell how long it takes to recharge,
No idea.
or how long is left? I mean, okay.
2
Like
weeks from
those
now.
goddamn books that you can't tell when they recharge.
They don't give you a timer or anything. It's like on the side.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
there's
could
no
be cool,
timer.
but probably not best for one of us to take it unless you really, really, really think that you need it and you're gonna live that long.
I mean, you could give it to Jupe. And make him live 100 years shorter or whatever.
I don't think stopping his aging will stop the progression of the.
Yeah, but his potential life is longer. It's a whole lot more to lose when he dies.
That doesn't make that better.
Think about all that years he could lose.
Nora actually squints at the cup after hearing what it does, and like, I wonder if Uther got his hands on one of those.
Is that, you think, why he's so old?
That's got to be why he's like been around for
700
millennia.
years. About 700-ish years.
Well, it
Not
only
bad.
works for 100, so he would have had to, have this one and just drink it every 100 years.
Yeah, he'd have his own, probably, right? They'll probably call it something weird like the Holy Grail or something. Or his Cup of Mojo.
Okay, this fan. It's pretty.
The fan is a flying fan.
You activate it and it flies away from you?
Yes, that's all it does.
Bye, fan.
Like the spinny fairy toy that flies into the fireplace.
Fireplace. I love watching videos of those just flying off into random
The
places.
fucking despair just happened.
Well, attuned to the fan, you can use an action to cause the fan to grow to a large size. Well, large, the fan can be ridden, and it produces a strong gust of air around it, allowing it
Tamari
to float.
fan.
Literally like a Tamari fan or the oh my god, I always forget her name. I think it starts with a K from
Kohaku.
Inuyasha.
No, that's not Kohaku.
Kago.
Oh, yeah.
Kagura.
Kagura, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Kagura basically
Kagura
does-
fan, effectively. The fan has a flying speed of 40 feet and can carry up to 250 pounds or 500 at half speed.
Nice.
I like
And
that.
then you can use an action to cause it to return to its original size by speaking a command word.
How long does it
um,
fly?
Infinite.
Oh my gosh.
As long as you have it large, it's
Okay.
it's effectively like a broom of flying, right?
Nice.
Can
Um,
you like stand on it, or does it require you like holding on? Probably.
You can like kneel on it.
So I could
It's a cool mind.
could I fire a bow from the back of this?
Theoretically.
I love this.
Right? It's like a platform.
It's that's not all. This does require attunement.
Mm-hmm.
But a spellcaster attuned to the fan can also cast the following spells using their mana and spellcasting ability: Dust Devil, Warding Wind, and Wind Wall.
Nice.
Nice.
You can't cast the spells if they are of a spell level higher than what you could normally cast, but it essentially just kind of like gives you an expanded spell list a little bit.
Nice.
Since it's magical, does the fan seem like as fragile like as a fan would be, or like can it like take like hits and stuff like that?
You imagine that it could probably take some hits.
It's not made of iron like Tamari's fan. Beat the shit out of someone with it. Yeah, what else do we have left? It's a good item. It's a cool thing you can stand on. We didn't get the crystal. There's still a red on it. What's this over here?
Which one?
Let's see over here.
Oh, that's a ring.
Oh, that's a ring. What's this ring? We got that, right?
You did. It is a ring of elemental armaments.
Wow.
It has 3 charges, and while wearing the ring, you can expend 1 charge to cast Elemental Weapon at 5th level as a bonus action instead of an action.
Nice.
Spell ends early if you remove the ring, and each day at dawn you roll a d6, and on a 5 or 6, the ring regains 1 charge.
Okay. Just the first level or low level elemental weapon. Does it still limit yourself to non-magical weapons when you use?
Yes. Yeah.
This is the worst item here.
But it's cool
Really?
though.
It doesn't work in any of our items. They're all magic.
We'll get a non-magical weapon.
Yeah. Now we have to get a non-magical weapon.
You guys had non-magical weapons when you started this campaign. Presumably you still have them.
I know. We still have them, or we sold them. I don't know what happened to them.
But like you take a non-magical weapon and you turn it into a +2 that does an extra 2d4 damage per hit.
Oh, it's also not attunement.
It's not attunement, yeah.
That's delightful.
Yeah, this is one of the best items in here. Like
It's great because it's basically free. It's not concentration, is it?
elemental weapon is concentration,
God damn it.
I think.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone cast elemental weapon or heard of anyone cast it in any game.
Well, because it usually has a cast time of an action.
Yeah, an action. And then
Well,
it also
lasts an hour.
requires yeah, it lasts an hour, but also like no one just kind of carries around. Usually when they carry a non-magical weapon, it's like a dagger.
Right. Like by the time you get elemental weapon, you already have magic weapons. So
Yeah. This gives
It
you an
tends to-
incentive though to bring around a non-magical weapon.
right. And like the extra damage that elemental weapon gives you is not insignificant.
It's like D4.
Yeah. Just for like a base base level cast is an extra D4. So on a on a fighter or paladin or anybody with extra
This doesn't
attack,
work. This doesn't work on my fists, for example, because my fists are magic, and it's not a weapon.
True.
Fucking yeet.
Would work on your no, never mind.
We'll find something that's not magical. That's the problem with the monks. You see, you get cool stuff like this, and it only works with weapons.
Just find a nunchuck.
We'll find a nunchuck. I'll be Bruce Lee about it.
All right. What's left?
The scrolls, and then we'll have to come back for a couple of the items when Jupe has Stone Shape.
Did we get this little sword up here?
Which one?
The one I'm standing next to? I can't remember if we got that one.
The full sword? Oh, this other one?
Yeah, the full sword
That
was
one-
the big one.
Oh, this one was the full sword.
That one I forgot about.
Oh, we could get later. It's
So-
fine. We could go back to
I
that.
forgot about two. I forgot 2 items, and I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
What about the
Okay.
scrolls?
It's a lot of items.
There's a lot of items. I'm gonna do I'll do the scrolls last.
Yeah.
At some point, if you guys let me confirm this first. Do you guys decide to spend a couple days here to harvest these last couple of items out?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that was the plan.
Okay, you were locked in. You're spending a couple days here.
Okay.
One of the other things that you find is a hairpin. Is Beauty's hairpin.
Nice.
Requires attunement. Well attuned to it, you get a +2 bonus to your charisma score to a maximum of 20.
Nice.
And you also gain proficiency in persuasion and deception.
Does it require
Ooh.
hair?
No,
You have
really.
fins.
Stab it through your fin.
It's nice. It's nice. If you're already proficient in perception or in persuasion or deception, do they become expertise or do they have no effect?
No, just no effect.
Gotcha.
I would take that, but I'm proficient in both those skills. And charisma is just a fluff stat for me. I love it, but
Yeah.
if anybody
It's
can actually
attunement.
use it.
It's attunement too, which is the sad
Oh
thing.
yes, oh yeah.
I don't think any of us use charisma other than you. I have expertise in persuasion, but I have a -1, so
It's not
Ah,
it's not that I ever use the stat, it's just I feel like it's important to have,
yeah.
but I don't actually use it.
It makes sense for like Koaku
Sure.
to be charismatic.
The orb is a orb of water elemental conjuring.
Oh. It's a consumable?
No. It requires attunement, but essentially you can use an action to conjure a water elemental in a space within 15 feet of you.
Nice.
The water elemental obeys your commands, no action required, and it dissipates either if it is reduced to 0 hit points or if an hour passes.
Okay. That's
um,
nice.
does it just conjure elemental but water only?
Kind of.
Okay.
And you can use the orb once every 3 days.
That's not bad, actually. That's like a free body. And the water elementals, hacks. Do they understand common? Do we have to like be able to give our commands in Aquan?
No, it understands your commands.
Okay, cool. That's neat.
Multi-attack. Okay, that is pretty neat. What about the cowbell?
Oh, that one, yeah, cowbell.
The cowbell.
Summon cow.
Yeah, can't summon me.
Call cow.
What if it just produces milk?
Oh yeah, what if it just makes milk?
Gross.
Are you allowed to have milk?
The bell effectively works the same way as the orb, except instead of conjuring a water elemental, it conjures a wraith.
Oh goodness. That sounds like the Kohaku aggro bell. We'll leave that, maybe. Unless someone likes summoning wraiths. I don't remember what they do.
They have life drain.
That's neat. Be branded a vile necromancer the rest of your days.
It can also make humanoids into specters if they've been dead for less than a minute and died violently.
Like in battle?
Yeah.
That explains why
So-
that's in the vault.
So you control the wraith, and the wraith can have up to 7 specters that it controls.
When the wraith disappears in an hour or it's defeated, do the specters go free? Do they remain in this world forever?
Hard to say.
That sounds scary. Ah, Belephant Death.
Hammer time.
Oh, there's a hammer?
It looks like a hammer to me.
What was the hammer? Because it
The-
definitely wasn't a hammer.
The one in the bottom left corner.
That's the hairpin.
Oh, is that the hairpin? Okay.
Oh, neat. There's... Oh, yeah, that's the water orb. That's the blue crystal.
Now then, we have the scrolls.
Yay!
Which scroll do you guys want to start with?
Oh, gosh.
Let's
And
save the-
if...
Let's save the biggest one for last. Let's do the
Yeah,
little one first.
Because that looks interesting.
And unlike Christmas presents, my parents aren't going to put like the tiniest thing in the biggest box to be funny.
Okay. The smallest scroll is a legendary artifact.
Oh, my.
Ooh.
Alistair, as you start to read it, you find that this is a scroll for essentially mass destruction. It is a scroll that lets you summon a meteor from the sky.
Oh, shit. I was literally thinking this was a thing.
Yeah, so this is a scroll of the comet.
I can't believe you gave us... Please tell me there's no Taras scroll here.
It's an option. I considered it. By using an action to read the scroll, you cause a comet to fall from the sky and crash to the ground at a point you can see within 1 mile away, within 1 mile of you. You must be outdoors for the scroll to work, or nothing happens and the scroll is wasted. The comet crashes and creates a 50-foot deep, 500-foot radius crater on impact. Any creature in the radius must make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or take 30 d10 force damage.
I can hear Nara... I mean, I can hear Dash screaming that he wants it.
All structures in the crater are destroyed, and as are all non-magical objects that aren't being worn or carried.
Amazing.
If I recall, this doesn't have a class requirement.
No scrolls in this setting have.
Oh,
class
yeah.
requirements.
Even better. Anyone can just use a scroll.
It's just
Yep.
wipe out.
Hey,
This is
yeah.
a wipe out a city scroll.
Is it an action?
Yeah.
Well, Jupiter might want this one. Yeah.
So we have a-
The scroll of fuck Uther or fuck Cersei.
Yeah, this is a scroll of like solve one problem instantly.
I can't use it. Dinah's in there, and I'm not doing that. So
Do you know if it's inherently evil or dangerous?
Destroying a whole city sounds kind of evil.
It's like a 50-foot radius.
Oh, the Bell of Undeath.
Oh, the Belvedere.
The Wraith is an evil creature, but I guess you're controlling it, so power is
can
not
make it do
inherently
nice.
evil.
Also, not a 50-foot radius, a 500-foot radius.
Oh my fucking Christ. Okay, that's 1,000-foot diameter, right?
Yeah. 1,000-foot
Yeah.
diameter, 50-foot deep crater.
God.
Basically carrying around like a nuclear briefcase.
Salt the earth.
Just
If
hope they don't
anyone-
have a
if-
really deep basement.
If you carry this with you and someone knocks you out and finds it on your body,
Yeah, if we carry that, when we take this with whoever takes it, we got to be real careful of no one getting their hands on it.
do we do this thing where we all push a button in order to access the, the scroll?
Seven. The 2-box system.
Well, it's gotta be everyone in the party. I mean, it has to be unanimous. Like an 8-box system.
That would be the funniest way for it to work.
Wraiths here are typically evil. They're essentially like embodiments of malice. They aren't necessarily like. So evil is like it's kind of subjective, and there's context to it. A wraith is essentially the embodiment of somebody's like malice and hatred, and frequently that is probably justified, but they end up wraiths are typically like just highly destructive, wanton sources of destruction made
Yeah.
of malice and hatred. They're not like a revenant where it's a very targeted revenge focused thing that is like seeking justice. It is just like one destruction.
Yeah. And in this case, you choose where to target it.
Right. In this case, you have control over it. Is effectively just using the wraith stat block, but yeah.
Neat.
Right. It's not a bell of summon Casper and have a good time.
Yeah, no.
So middle scroll next.
Yep.
All right. This is a scroll of Sight Beyond Sight. While attuned to the scroll, you can use an action to place a special mark on a surface and utter a command word, causing the mark to become invisible for 24 hours. You can have up to 5 marks at once, and then you can use another action to see through the active mark as long as it's on the same plane of existence as you. During this time, the scroll renders essentially a black and white ink painting of whatever the mark would like see. And the mark has dark vision to a range of 60 feet. And then you can use an action to switch between any of the marks. And then after 24 hours, a mark disappears.
Huh.
So essentially just little spy cameras.
Okay.
Not as cool as a fucking meteor, but still could be useful.
I'm pretty sure the meteor is the only one that is like a single use thing.
As it should be.
Yeah, God. Let's just summon as many meteors as I want all the time.
Well, more meant that's why it's like really powerful.
Right.
For the 39 damage. Meanwhile, the rogue, I felt nothing.
Would be a deck save.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Just a rogue pinpoint in the
Hell.
blast zone. Survives with that scratch.
There's a hole in the meteor exactly rogue shaped.
As it makes impact, they jump on the rocks and jump from rock to rock to avoid being hit by any of them.
I at least flavor it as temporarily shifting into the Veil of Dreaming. That way it's not. It's like, at least you know there's some bullshit going on. Then just backflip and evade the nuclear bomb.
Be a lot cooler if you did though.
So the very last scroll is an artist scroll.
Oh.
It's a large magic scroll that can be used to transport and contain objects. The scroll can contain up to 500 cubic feet of objects. To place an object into the scroll, you must perform a 1-minute ritual in which you are in contact with the object and scroll the entire time. At the end of the minute, the object disappears and an artistic depiction of it is rendered in the scroll.
It is the 1010 scroll.
And an object can be removed by spending 1 minute with the scroll, and the object appears in an unoccupied location within 5 feet of you at the end of the minute.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
It takes time to summon from it, but it's big space. It feels very Jupiter because Jupiter's been learning how to paint.
Do you think we could store like 500 cubic feet of some of this gold and then walk out with it?
I mean, I don't. Well, you have to be contacting the gold. So would you have to do each gold piece individually for a minute?
Yes.
Oh man.
How many
Done.
minutes?
A lot of minutes. I don't think it's worth it.
So importantly, with this, unlike a bag of holding that has a set diameter that you can put stuff in, you guys could put like things like store your vehicles in here. So your
As long as
wagons.
it's what's the weight limit?
It's 500 cubic feet. There isn't
It's
a
not
weight
the
limit.
weight. It's
Yeah.
the size.
So you guys could
Nice.
store your wagons in here and transport them, and
That would be
stuff
so
like that.
useful.
or if you guys find like a cool statue that you want to like rob, you can just
Or an
grab a
organ.
statue.
Yeah.
Or an organ. We don't have
Or
to
an organ.
disassemble it.
Ah, yeah. That's really cool. These are all of them, right?
And that should be everything, I believe.
Well, what does everyone think of taking? Oh yeah, there's the sword that she's wanted. If you want to figure that one out,
No.
that sword just disappeared into the ether.
It was never there in the first place.
When it went melded into stone, it got snapped in half, and I can't fix it. Sorry.
This looks like a stray cannon in the in the gold or something.
Walking around with it.
Does seem pretty cool. Oh,
Yep. Okay. Fair enough.
think about it before using it. It's a big thing to do.
Does anyone else want the meteor scroll? Because then you have to fight for it. Dash.
I mean,
It's your like fetish, the earthquake spell, but bigger.
sure, I love it, but Nara probably doesn't want it.
Yeah, Nara's like, I don't want to kill a whole castle.
Probably needs to be taken just to ensure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
That too.
It seemed pretty. It probably would have been safe underground, sealed in stone.
That's why I'm considering the Neo Realm key. That seems pretty powerful too. And if I set a timer and I don't stay in there for too long, it should be okay. Just carry a
And
watch.
even if you do, it's just a 5% chance.
What's the worst that could happen? I summon a meteor and blow something up.
Or a typhoon, or
that's one of 'em.
tsunami, earthquake, any type of calamity,
It,
really.
it doesn't even say where it's going to happen. I could just
somewhere.
accidentally, tidal wave something to death.
You might accidentally tidal wave the Red Queen.
Yeah, it just says in your name, and that's very ambiguous. Like, it could be anything.
What does it mean in your
There's
name?
There's just an announcer that like broadcasts. This is
This tidal
because
wave
of
brought to
so-and-so.
you by Alistair Roll.
No, I like the idea
Kaku.
better. I like the idea better if it's not like a full announcement. It just like echoes your name.
Hurricane.
Because then it'd be
Alistair.
really good if like I do this and like a coastal town gets like wiped out by a typhoon and then it's just like
Between that and the artist scroll, that also seems useful.
I want the
Mhm.
wind fan.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for everyone to pick what
I'm
they
gonna go
want.
with the gold.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of gold.
Yeah, I forgot 1,000's just an option.
The rifle's pretty nice too, though. It's heavy though. I don't know if I can even use that.
Yeah. No, I was pretty interested in either the pistol or the rifle. Just to get like incorporated with firearms because he's not used to it.
The rifle's probably better for you. 'Cause the pistol's just a hand crossbow. It also means you get to do a advantage on your first attack. So if you power attack with it,
Oh yeah.
The last sword is a scimitar of life stealing.
Nifty.
What'd it do?
When you roll a 20 with a weapon attack using it, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage, and you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Does it require attunement?
It does.
say so right there.
Oh yeah. Actually, it just came to me like talking about swords. Whatever happened to? I think it was a sword. Oh, what was that vampire's name? Wendell? Not
Wendell.
Wendell. Not Wendell.
Davidson Wendell. Fuck.
I think he had a mace.
Yeah,
Did something similar or something.
Stain took it, and then time reset, and now he doesn't have it. It's gone. It's somewhere out
Oh.
there.
Yep. Because we ended up not. You befriended him this time instead of killing him?
No, his
Or did
body.
he?
His
he
body is dashed across the ground, and like
Yeah.
missing.
I couldn't save the mace, but I did get his head.
I think Gluttony might have the mace,
Presumably.
or whoever Gluttony possessed next.
It was Willifred.
Yeah, Willifred.
That
Took,
one.
took me a second to remember his
That's the
name.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Willem.
think about him. It's weird.
Probably because he's dead. Put him in the back of our brains now.
He's crossed off the list.
The Mirror of Life trapping is so hard to get. What's everyone chosen? I guess.
I think I'm gonna take that fan.
Yeah, fan for you. Ali wanted the hand mirror.
The Mirror Realms key, yeah, I think so. I think that's the most useful. Unless you
Kaku
want it, because it
wants-
makes more sense for you to have it.
Kaku wants 1k gold. Nara takes the rifle or the simple or the hand crossbow or the pistol.
Mhm.
And Jupe took the meteor. This is Stain, so I think he'd take the trap, the mirror of life trapping.
And does Stein get one too?
I think he does.
No.
He helped.
Doesn't it feel great doing only the last bit and getting the treasure as a result? Stein would have chosen 1,000 gold and put it in the Durrell fund.
What a simp.
Oop, can't say that on Twitch.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
He meant simple.
Oh,
He's so simple.
He's got simple and respectable goals. He just wants to help the people he loves,
Yeah.
and we
Uh,
thank him for that.
He asks if it's okay to take the life trap mirror.
I suppose if you don't. If that's what you want.
Kinda do.
Everybody's been released from it at this point, so. There shouldn't be any problems.
It's kind of big though, huh?
It's quite big.
Dang. He's thinking about it. It's like, I don't know how to carry that. Maybe I'll just take the artist scroll instead.
The artist scroll, then you could carry the mirror, but
Yeah, but they won't let me take the mirror now. Unless you have bad feelings about the mirror, then I'll happily take it off your hands for free.
Well, I can't say that I'm a fan of it, but at the same time, I suppose it could have its uses.
Mm-hmm. I suppose you could ask those two people who were in there why they were in there.
it's a compact dungeon, and you don't have to feed them while they're in there.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
is true.
Granted, it isn't really good for punishing because they don't age.
Well, they still experience time passing.
That's fair. Maybe they can think about what they've done without wasting their whole lives thinking. You could give someone like an 80-year sentence and then they just pop out like nothing happened, other than, the whole world moved forward 80 years without them.
Could you hear things from the inside?
Uh, faintly.
Maybe someone could read them their memoirs. They couldn't say no. This just might be a good way for me to swap, you know?
Was it that mirror or was it this mirror?
It was this big one.
But you were using the little one.
Yeah, I used the little one to get inside it, and when I used the little one, I didn't get trapped inside. I just entered it.
Right, but you could enter any mirror like that.
Yeah, but with the hand mirror, it wouldn't let me swap. Or it did let me swap, but it lets you inside. I don't want to go inside it. I just want to swap. And if someone can explain to the other guy, I want to be out here, you can tell him, look at the mirror.
The problem is you probably both want to be out most of the time, so you would just be constantly flipping if we told you to flip.
It's a little bitch, right? I'd say yes, because I wanted to.
Maybe. He might put two and two together after a while that he doesn't really exist. I don't know.
He goes in when he's sad. I stay out when I'm sad.
That's basically what already happens already, though, was when he gets sad, you show up.
And how long has it been since he last switched?
Oh, I don't keep track.
We were in Merveille.
Oh, that was only. Oh wait, that hasn't been too terribly long because we immediately went to fix Jupe, and then we
think it's
came
been-
here. So it's been like a week.
Yeah, like less than a week.
That's shorter than a few months. So what happened to Adonis?
To who?
I forget it. They have brothels here, right?
No, everyone here is abstinent.
Oh no. I'm in hell.
Oh no, this isn't a dry county, is it?
Yes, everything is quite restricted here.
Everything is so dry.
Chalk circle. Let's use a
Not
chalk
a
circle.
single thing is wet.
So once you guys have finished selecting your items,
Yeah, I think he's going with the artist scroll.
good choice.
He doesn't know enough about the mirror to make it work, and it's kind of big for him to carry.
So, what would you guys like to do?
We're
Um,
Hmm.
I think we want to talk to and question a little bit more the
Demon.
Oni or Tiefling that came out
Yeah,
of here.
big
Yeah.
demon.
What does he look like? He's 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
He's got red
like
skin?
7 foot tall, red skin, big, like wide shoulders.
What's his face like?
Face is kind of human-like, though features are very exaggerated. He's got like big, heavy jaw with a like pronounced underbite. A bunch of horns that are kind of like twisted into this like weird mass.
He sounds like
It's
my type.
it's almost like his horns are kind of like a little bit of the oh my god, what's his fucking name? Mog from Elden Ring.
Hence Volmog. Volmag, whatever his name was.
Moog, Lord of Blood.
Oh, Moglar of Blood. The guy with the wings.
Yeah.
Nihil.
Nihil.
Yes, Daddy. I'll kneel.
Christ.
But yeah, he is currently sitting down. And he is just with big meaty hands, like peeling off a bunch of like turkey directly off this big like baked turkey that he's eating.
Ooh,
Why do you want to ask?
So are you all done with your identification?
Who is actually talking to him? Who went there? I know Jupe wants to.
Oh.
And Nara.
Yeah, Nara went with. Um, we're just curious. You know, you've been imprisoned like, you know, against your will or for without reason, but there's also maybe a chance that you might have been imprisoned for a reason. We're just being careful. We're just making sure we're not, you know, unleashing anyone with ill intent out. What kind of work did you do with Ashida? If you don't mind me asking.
We rested 3 days, right?
No. I assume this conversation is happening
Would be the
immediately.
first day. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, he needed some assistance gathering materials as well as a little bit of muscle work.
Muscle to
Break some knees, get information.
okay.
Make sure that his allies were who he thought they were. To make sure that they understood their position in his arrangements with them. He paid handsomely, and for a while we had a amicable arrangement. But he eventually decided that he no longer wished to pay, and I possibly knew too much about his dealings to go freely.
Hmm.
Well, we need to know what he didn't want you to tell us.
Oh, and what's in it for me?
Revenge.
He's already dead, so I've gotten what I needed.
You're a fool if you think he operated alone. His plans are still in full operation at the moment.
I'm quite aware that he didn't work alone.
Well, I think his spirit will thank you from the afterlife when you do not ruin his plans posthumously.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Can I do intimidate? Because I've been trying to kill this dude.
Fair.
No, I'm so good at this skill. I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Oh.
Do I have inspiration? I do have inspiration spending it.
Do it. 20. 20.
There.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, 30-20.
10 is better than 3.
Sure.
He like tears off a big like turkey leg and starts eating it, kind of contemplating for a little while, kind of frustrated by the logic and appeal of your statements. Very well. Let me go double check my notes because it has been a hot minute since I've looked at these guys.
Take your time.
You're a hot minute.
Dig.
Complimentary.
Kind of true though.
Because 60 seconds is all I need, baby.
Heyo.
He goes over and like he just grabs like a bit of cloth, like just like the cloth off the table. Raises a clawed finger. You see it like heat up a little bit. He starts to like burn a drawing into this piece of cloth, and it seems to be the like a dragon's head in profile swallowing a moon, and then then there are two more moons kind of behind it.
Oh.
He had some dealings with the Harbingers of Night, a group of bloody fanatics that worshipped the ancient dragons who aided the Nightmares during the Hundred Years' War. He himself was also a member. I believe he had some desire to revive the dragons that had participated in an effort to rekindle the Hundred Years' War.
That explains their undead dragon.
Many of the cults also believe that dragons are the next phase of evolution, that they are the closest mortal creatures get to being God. So that is likely why he had such a fascination with the kind of gestures over at Tsuruko, or Zakuro.
This is 4 different kinds of blasphemous. And Ishida was a member of this cult. That's right.
But yes, very prominent member and supporter.
What can you tell us that'll help us track them down?
I unfortunately doubt that I can provide you with much. I have been locked up for quite some time. So I imagine they've moved on from any of their locations that I would have been privy to. They tended to move around a lot. Though they did have a fascination with burial sites, any sites where the great dragons had fallen. So if you can find any records of old battles from the Hundred Years' War, any remnants of that, I imagine you could find them close behind.
Surely you must know some names.
Like the comic available soon.
What a pull.
Very natural plug.
Thanks to Fact for drawing it.
Give me a d20 plus 6.
I believe in you.
12.
Oh.
Unfortunately, most names were kept quiet.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
He did have a benefactor who only met with a few times. He referred to them as Esme, but I think he and I were both aware that that was not their true nature.
That's a name
It's
we've
me
heard
again.
before, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe they were some kind of nightmare. Likely the one who had initially, or at least was a major influence in orchestrating all of this. They did seem to have a particular fascination with escalating the the war whenever possible.
That much is clear.
I'm
Just
not
what I said, but
I'm not particularly one for subterfuge, so I wasn't privy to most of that information or many of those tasks.
what do you know about Matsuhita?
Matsukura?
That's the one.
Just know that he's a bit of a warlord. Only cursory information about him. You're looking for something specific.
Just anything that you had. What do you know about Kanji and Osamu? Were they members of the cult, or Osamu specifically?
Kanji was the father of Osamu.
I mean Kanji Jr.
I was unaware that there was a second. There's literally no need. Kanji is 3. This guy's been sealed in a mirror. He has no reason to know that Kanji exists.
Oh yeah, I thought he was like 6. He just looks 6.
He
really.
looks 6, but he's as far as you know, he's
He's
like
baby.
3.
He's a toddler.
And from what you guys can tell, this guy was sealed after Zakuro, but not long after. So he's been in here probably 4 to 5 years at least.
Makes sense. But did Shida have any dealings with Osamu?
I believe so. Osamu was, I believe at the time, there was some debate about his heir. He was struggling to produce a legitimate heir and was looking for other methods, but I wasn't privy to anything beyond that.
I see. Let me cook. The fact that you know that means that Ishida knew that, and if Ishida knew that, that means Ishida might have helped. That might have been the reason Osamu like rolled over for Matsukura, right?
I couldn't say. Wasn't aware that anyone had rolled over for Matsukura.
does that mean? What does that mean? It means that Osama might not have been a member of the cult, but he was absolutely influenced by it, probably, right? Hmm.
Potentially unrelated.
He was, at the very least, he was very closely tied to Ishida, and Ishida was a prominent member of the cult. So even if he was not aware of Ishida's involvement with the cult, he was like directly working with them, intentionally or unintentionally.
Yeah. That definitely suggests that my initial theory somehow was probably true. There's some demonic or witchery influence that created Kanji. I would just need to be able to prove it. Crap.
I think you guys had found some correspondence between Osamu and Ishida in Ishida's bedchamber.
In this book thingy.
And there was an implication that this Esme figure had provided Osamu with something in exchange for creating the book that you guys found in Osamu's chamber.
Yeah, but it could be anything.
And I think that given the current circumstance in your own kind of line of thought, it stands to reason to you that that could have been whatever was necessary to allow Kanji to exist.
Okay.
What that was specifically is still unclear, but
Maybe it's enough.
no, Esme or Ishida traded the key to the Lunar Vault to the Allards. Or
Man,
at some point had given it to them.
I wish there was some way to implicate Rin here. Do you know anything about Rin?
I know that she was the former daughter of the Sakakibara family, disappeared mysteriously and then returned with a army of the undead, as well as some living. Came to reclaim her place, and in doing, sparked a riot and what later became the War of Succession.
Right, I know all of that history. That's plain to see. What I'm asking is if she's involved with the cult in any way.
Not to my understanding, though Ishida
Dang it.
did seem to have quite the grudge against her. I don't think they ever got along.
Anybody else?
Not really.
Uh,
Taking a swig of his water, his like wineskin for a while now, and it's like this is some weak rum. No other questions?
I can't think of anything.
no.
So-
I'm kind of curious though, since you did work for such a shady character as Ashita, like when you were the muscle for him, was it people that had contracts with them? Were there any innocents that you had to deal with?
Almost certainly. Ishida was not a moral individual.
Right, of course. And where do you plan on getting work? Where do you plan on going from here?
Well, I suppose the world's my oyster now, so likely I think I'm going to take a vacation first. He kind of pats the, the sack of gold that he's taken. I have, at least for now, this should do me well. I'll find a beach somewhere. Set up shop for a while till the boredom hits.
Sounds like a fair plan.
Surely you must be feeling homesick. Sure you don't want to return to hell.
You know the you know that feeling when you've been on the road for a long time, and the first thing that you want to do is just sit down, even though you've just been sitting the entire time.
Kinda, yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
how I
fair.
feel. I just want to sit, but I want to sit on my terms.
You want to sit on me?
I thought this region was celibate.
We can walk out.
Yeah, I'll sit on you.
Fuck yeah, I need to be sat on.
For free?
Also, the most celibate regions are the kinkiest regions, to be fair.
Gotta find a house of peculiarities.
If I might recommend before we go our separate ways, when you do find yourself trying to look for more work and support yourself, I have no doubt that you're really good at your job at being muscle. But maybe be a little bit more selective in who you work for. Not so shady characters as Ashita.
Yes, I will certainly be putting some more effort into vetting my clients from now on.
Yeah, so many trustworthy people sign up for devils. Get devils to work.
That's
for
true.
them.
You take the work
Absolutely.
that you can get.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I'm limbering up.
it's because so many people are closed-minded.
Yeah, you're not like a tiefling, right? You're like a devil, a demon.
Yes, I'm a pit fiend.
Cool, delightful. Maybe we one of those before.
Don't treat his pit too fiendishly.
I don't actually know what a pit fiend is. Oh, what? You gonna cock block me again, big guy? First time wasn't enough?
Let's huddle up. Huddle up, team. This guy, listen, I've been trying to change my ways. Okay, I've been trying to be good. I've been trying not to like be that guy, the crazy one, the unbending rule,
You've been trying to change.
et cetera and so forth. Yeah, of course I have. But this is a little bit funny. Okay, the guy says he's going to retire. We can't trust a word that he says. He's only telling us anything because he wants revenge against Ishida, who like crossed him. He is going to do whatever he can to create the most amount of chaos and destruction in the world. He's manipulating us as we speak. He absolutely is. He can do no other. He's a demon. We got to take him out.
Yeah, dude, we just came
I mean-
out of a big fight. Let's do that. Let's immediately fight this dude. Sure.
Are devils like inherently evil? All of them? Like, isn't that seems a little?
Oh, absolutely. The scriptures say they are absolute abomination.
Well, I don't really.
Is there
read
no
scriptures,
exceptions
so-
whatsoever?
We don't have to know that all demons are evil to know that this one is. This one willingly worked for a cult that was trying to destroy, like take over the world, destroy the world, eat one of the moons,
Yeah, he also
Humanity was
confessed.
paid.
dragons, and rekindle the 100-year war. I mean, he was happy to do that, and the only reason he changed his mind because Ishida changed his mind for him and imprisoned him. The guy's changed his mind because of revenge. That seemed like really, really fun to this guy. Okay, and he's going to do something similar eventually.
Yeah, and he also confessed to not caring about, killing innocents.
That's what mercenaries
Yeah.
do.
We don't have to kill him together. I'll challenge him to a duel if I have to.
Oh my god.
I feel like if we're gonna try to fight a devil, we're gonna have to do it as a group. Otherwise, that's just not gonna happen.
You want to look up what kind of demon he is first?
I opened my book, my demon identification book that I've been trying to use the whole campaign. Let's see what that
Yeah.
says about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you could give me an Arcana or religion check. Unless you want to actually use the charge of your book.
I'm using the charge.
Oh, we find it in the page.
There's like a name listing, a directory for all demons.
Pit Find.
Oh yeah, did we get this guy's name?
Not really,
Cool.
but the book says I can ask one question about a demon. Can I get his true name, or do I even know if that'll do anything for me?
So you probably wouldn't get their true name. But you
Like identify what kind of demon this is and what it does.
yeah, you can kind of identify him and find like historical text about who and what he is.
All right, we're doing it.
Volmag is a demon from a demon from hell.
Mhm.
And they are essentially they're a demon who's frequently or historically has been frequently summoned by mortals, and they are essentially just kind of like he's presented himself. He is a mercenary. People summon him, give him a contract, and then he goes out and typically will kill somebody either in an act of revenge or what have you. He's very much just your kind of classic demon that gets your classic kind of evil demon that gets summoned, but he's not necessarily like a manipulator particularly. He's very he's very much just a strong arm to enact people's will. That being said, he's not necessarily stupid. I mean, he got by Ishida, but so did a lot of people. You find that there's a good amount of history for him that dates back probably a couple hundred years at least. Even going as far back as to a time when he was kind of before he was even considered a pit fiend. When he was kind of like a lesser devil that would get summoned again for similar tasks, though he was significantly less prominent.
No doubt he's been involved in countless travesties and tragedies, atrocities, war crimes.
Quite
Whoever,
a few.
whoever pays the dollar is a mercenary.
Maybe he was involved in the destruction of the Dragon Clan. That would help.
I don't know. I think a guy who could be bought. It's too much trouble.
You've described every single bounty hunter.
I mean,
You either don't like bounty hunters or you're racist toward devils. It's fine.
well, yeah, but you also have to. You could have some morals too when you're a mercenary.
I don't see any
There's
events
different
where he
levels
was
of
involved.
mercenary.
I don't see any events in this book where he was involved as a mercenary in something that wasn't an absolute atrocity. I don't see any like moments where he was a hero in history. It seems like a normal bounty hunter would have a few accidental good guy moments, don't you think?
Accidental? Nah. World shit. Everyone's out for themselves.
It
Demons
seems
just
funny
open
to
about
me
it.
that if he were a perfectly neutral bounty hunter doing it only for the money, that he wouldn't have. I mean, why then is everything he's done like super demonic and evil?
Why would a bounty hunter be neutral? You're killing
I think-
people. You gotta be some kind of evil to do that.
Nara pops his head out of the huddle and then speaks over to the demon. Say if someone were to hire you and they were to be at odds with your home, like a circle of hell where you're from, would you even go against your own, your own kind?
How much do they pay?
Okay, yeah, he's 100%. Let's whatever the money says.
Dude's a bounty hunter.
Let me.
I don't think that's true.
Somebody give me an insight check.
That was really bad.
Oh god, my rolls, no.
Hey, Jupiter.
Jupiter 34.
Okay. Jupiter especially, but Stein as well. Somebody who has a decent amount of like religious upbringing and study. Even if your study was more dedicated primarily to like the Feywild and Tirnog and all that. The two of you, it strikes you as very weird for this guy to not only one of the first things that he did was scooped up a bunch of gold, but for him to have any like care about material wealth. Like gold doesn't typically mean a lot for a devil.
Yeah, not in hell. I think because Stain's also kind of mucked it around with shady people. He's been in like wharfs at night doing God knows what.
But I think that's actually supportive of my argument here. I think the gold is just a pretext to do evil, right?
Yeah, dude, that's everyone who gets paid to kill people.
I mean, we're just going up. These are assumptions just because he's a devil.
Guys,
And-
you gonna kill him or not? That's literally
Ugh.
it.
What if we try and give him a line of work that's not, we know, is not going to lead him,
Good idea. Hey, what are your rates? He picks out of the huddle.
What kind of work are you looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for? Nara,
Easy work. Easiest
civil
work.
contractor.
You can just chill pretty much the most of the time and gather money and drink and do whatever you want. Like bodyguard work.
Bodyguard work. 15 gold a day.
For who?
I don't know. Who do we know? Do you think? I can't remember what. They're probably not that rich, but the town that was attacked that one time. The NPC with the birdcage. But B something.
Tangleby?
Tangleby. Yeah. I don't know if they could afford 15 gold a day though.
The royal family definitely can.
It's true.
They won't be the royal family very long
Yeah,
if you're seen dealing with demons.
How about Talon?
Yeah, I guess I could use some help.
You got money on you?
Would
No.
you
Not a lot.
consider having a discount since we saved you from your prison? Even if just a temporary discount?
I don't think that saving me was an intentional part of this, given that you're discussing killing me. So, no.
Well, what do you think, guys?
He knows
Uh,
he can't be
the,
killed. He's manipulating us.
the money is for the sake of having money. I can't purchase things without money. It's the same reason that you all need money.
Right.
I spend a good amount of my time here, yes. Material plane is ripe with opportunities for someone like me, if you know who to speak with. And money provides me with many opportunities to get what I like.
What do you like?
Oh, all sorts of things.
Knitting?
I'm not much of a knitter. Fat fingers.
Oh yeah, doesn't get in the way.
But material food is a delicacy for me, and do enjoy pleasures of the flesh. And frankly, a good drink is always nice.
Why waste money on pleasures of the flesh? You're a pit fiend.
That's exactly why I would.
Can you
All
just
right.
take anything that you want?
Talon, you gotta go somewhere after this?
Yeah, I have things that I need to start working on.
All right. And call this a favor to the other guy. And he's gonna fish out 455 gold. 30 days. You protect her for 30 days.
You have my word.
Minus 455 gold.
Wait.
But
Out of earshot of the demon. He's looking for a drink. What if I don't know. This might be kind of underhanded, but what if we offer him a drink? What his gills, and maybe he'll come down from his rate.
Oh, we could put a love potion in his drink. That'd be kind of funny.
Oh no.
I don't know if that'd help us. It was just an idea.
Weren't you recently the victim of a love potion and got a little bit traumatized over it?
Oh,
A
it's
little
funny when
bit,
it's
but that's
somebody else,
why.
isn't it?
Listen,
No, that was Juke being a little traumatized over it.
I did buy more, so I'm not that traumatized.
You thought it was funny, huh?
I
After
was a
the
little bit
fact, yes.
traumatized. Nobody,
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about how that affected Guagu.
Were you traumatized too, or were you hiding all your emotions like normal?
Like normal.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
No comment then. I'm down to 254. I keep
Dane,
my
how
what?
am I right in my assumption that you would be somewhat cross with me if I had made this decision unilaterally without consulting everyone? The decision perhaps to tango with the demon in duel.
You can tango with this demon. Go ahead. I already paid him to protect Talon, though. If you kill my
Uh,
demon, you owe me money.
hmm.
By all
I mean-
means, Your
I mean,
Highness.
if the
Kick his
demon,
ass.
if he does stir trouble, I'm sure we'll eventually cross roads again, and we'll deal with him then. If not, I don't know. I think anyone deserves at least one chance of changing, or for the better.
I don't believe he's gonna change. I think he's a demon.
Yeah, he's gonna look after himself, but at least we'll know where he's at for a month.
The point I'm making is that I think you see me as pig-headed and stubborn, but I did come to you for your advice on the situation first. And I think you've done what you accused me of doing.
Of what?
Acting unilaterally to resolve the issue in the way that you think is right.
Yeah, fuck you.
Now I know where we stand.
Shorter than you. But I always do what I want.
Saying you shouldn't talk to your companions or your friends like that.
Or what? You'll hug me and put me away? You'll tell me I matter? You'll make me feel like I belong?
No, we're all friends here. We know there's no
Speak for
fighting and
yourself.
there's no bickering between us.
Who's fighting?
When someone tries to show you their true colors by their actions, you should let them.
And what are your true colors?
I show my colors by my actions.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, go ahead, kick his ass.
Oh, this is delightful. Why would I ever want to go back to hell? Just my mere presence is enough to sow chaos.
He's still here. All I
Oh,
did was pay him.
I have a job to do. So
Yeah. You take care of her. I can.
Now what do we do?
up to you. Uh, Talon will come over to you, Stain,
Please don't.
Would you become my familiar?
You're what?
My familiar. I can. I could make a contract with you, and then you'd be able to borrow some of my power.
You can do that?
I think so. I haven't done it before, but
Yeah. Yeah, I want more power.
okay. She will can lead you off to the side and start performing a ritual with you.
I'm sure that's going to go well.
She takes off her gauntlet and puts a cut on her thumb and begins to draw a couple of sigils with her blood, kind of on your back, and begins incanting a ritual in a language you don't understand.
He goes along with it.
As she finishes the ritual, which takes probably 20 minutes or so. If there's anything the rest of you guys are doing during this, feel free. But as she begins to, as the ritual starts to finish, you do feel this kind of like swell of energy as you feel a weird and like profound connection to not just Talon, but something else. And there is this
Uh-oh.
like a weird binding connection. And I will send you some new things at the end of the session.
Oh my gosh. I, the
You're right.
player, am scared because I'm like, oh no. Oh no. This is a witch contract. I shouldn't do this. I mean, but Stain would do it.
You now share a timeshare with Talon.
Yeah.
What's a timeshare?
It's something you have to constantly pay towards. It's for like vacations and stuff.
Oh,
You're renting a property that you don't actually get to use all the time.
that sucks. He does kind of touch his chest, kind of. He pulls back his raggedy cloak and touches the glass gash or the glass scarring over his chest where you can see his internal organs. And he feels this strange power inside him. And it makes him feel better.
Slaps him on the back.
Ow!
See? Power and a connection, huh? Mr. Afraid of making connections?
Fuck you.
Nara just laughs.
We know you want to.
Who doesn't? He dares anyone to say they don't want to fuck Nara.
Nara is pretty hot.
If I wasn't a committed relationship, I would ravage it.
Single dads aren't my thing.
Wait. So
He likes married dads so he can ruin the relationship.
Then it's a threesome.
Homewrecker and a heartbreaker.
I just don't want someone with a kid.
we're more like I helped raise him. He's more like a friend and a partner more than a my own kid.
He's like 6 months.
Yeah, he's come a long way. He's his own dragon now.
Dude was kind of like a dog for a little while.
It's crazy, right?
Now I think he speaks Draconic and stuff.
How time passes.
Anyway, I feel great. I think I have enough energy to get sat on by a demon.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you don't mind,
I'm
Hey,
not
just,
gonna stop you. Go for it.
he tips his night visor to Talon.
Well, have fun, I suppose.
Stain, did you have anything to say to Oh wait, never mind.
What?
Never mind.
What do you mean? Anything else?
No, that was it.
Anyone? Got a problem with the demon? By all means, he's right there. Air it out with him.
I was gonna make an air it out joke about you're gonna go air it out with him, but it's like half there.
You can workshop it. There's something there.
Don't like sell your soul or anything for anything weird.
To get sat on? That's not worth my soul.
But at least you know that much. You can't sell the other guy's soul either, because that might also be your soul. We're not sure about that yet.
Sure. What was his name? Gulzog?
Volmog.
Volmog? Right, Volmog, consent is key. I consent, let's go.
I also consent. He picks you up. Safe word is peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Yeah.
You
Oh,
don't
is that-
say it.
He puts you down.
Cool, it works.
The contract
How-
is terminated.
No! I just wanted to make sure. I've never heard of peanut butter before. Let's make a different.
Really a bit of a misnomer. It doesn't have any dairy in it.
It's a chef thing.
Peanut butter is actually more like a peanut paste or a peanut smear.
That doesn't sound as good.
Right. Your safe word could be nut smear, though.
Can that be your safe word?
Nut smear?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Except give it again.
All right, let's go.
It cackles like a gremlin.
Well, the future blood of that demon is on all of our hands.
Will be?
Yep.
Well, anyway, I guess we've got at least a night to do whatever.
This is the first day. You got technically 3 to do all the items.
Was it 3? I thought it was 2. I thought he repaired tomorrow and we got him
Or
out
2.
tomorrow.
I don't know. I just heard 3, so it could have been lower.
Uh,
Oh, okay. So we do need 2 nights.
yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 nights. That means 2 nights worth of mana. I mean key point.
Yeah. So you guys get 2 rests, or you'll get the first rest in, and some stuff is going to happen.
Cool. For the first day, I'm back to full health.
All right. Sting, I need you to roll a d20
Sure.
for Talon.
9.
Cool.
I don't know what that means.
It's not great.
Oh no, I have no hero points. Inspiration, unless you give them today.
The only people that get them today are Feck for all of his hard work
Thank
and
you
for being
Feck.
on time, and also to Neo for being on time.
Yay.
Bless. Yeah, it's a 9.
All right. Are you sure?
I mean, I can't do anything to change it unless there is like something.
Yeah, Jupe's offering his inspiration to you if you want.
Oh, okay, if he's offering it, then yeah, I shall.
This is a wisdom save.
Gotcha. Then I shall. Slower.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
That's the dice. We can't do anything about those.
Okay. We, I guess before this, is there any other conversations or things that you guys wanted to do before moving on? Tama and Tomo, Sakuro, Demon, anybody? Talon?
Jupiter wanted to talk to Talon, but it might be easier to do it when he has voice.
Yeah.
Nara would probably want to talk to Sakuro, the Tabaxi chick.
Sakuro's the mom, the new
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might want to talk to her eventually.
For sure.
Fellow Omen.
Okay. For Jupiter, okay.
I want to talk to her about her hat at some point.
Sure. I guess Jupiter, give me a persuasion check and also an arcana check just to like parse whatever she happens to kind of impart with you. Yeah, you're still technically casting a spell, so it is a little weird to do in front of somebody. And to be clear, this isn't like a high DC for the persuasion.
Ta-da!
The Arcana is a little bit higher, less because what she is telling you is, well, like what she's telling you is complicated, but she's also like Talon was a fighter, like straight up just a fighter. She has had no magical training whatsoever, so she is like learning a bunch of new stuff and is not very adept at like passing on that information or like fully understanding it herself. It's just kind of like coming innately from this hat. Right, so you're essentially just kind of trying to parse her terminology and her understanding of things. Okay. Uh yeah, so so a long time ago there was a someone called the Dream Doctor, and he essentially had a he was a very skilled medical professional, and he used the Tirnanog specifically, and the idea of people's own hopes and desires as a method to heal them. Uh, Essentially, the healing through positive emotion, and it was very effective. And uh, he had a lot of theories that uh, through Tirnanog it would potentially even be possible to uh, resurrect the dead uh, through their memories, essentially. And I think that I could, if I get enough power or a source of power strong enough, I can do it. And not only could I do it, but I could heal you too, and probably even fix whatever Stein and Stain are going through. I could, the the rituals that I found for it are they require a lot of energy, and they never theirs didn't work because they were utilizing normal magic, which wasn't strong enough. But with this hat, it'll be enough. I'll be able to pull all of the memories that I need to fix all of that. Yes, Dr. Stein. So, well, what he did was he tried to pull things, not just a little fragment from Tirnanog, but he pulled whole peoples and an entire location out. Uh, but that's not what I would do. Uh, by using some spirits as anchors, I can just. It's not the same. It's different. I
It-
promise you, I'm not going to do what he did. He was trying to rip things out of Tirnanog, freeing them. He made them material, and that's not how it'll work. It'll I just need the spirits of Tirnanog to act as anchors, essentially. I don't know. I don't think it'll be painful. I certainly hope not. Well, as an anchor, they will be returned to Tirnanog, and they'll be able to exist there. And as long as they remain there, then the magic will remain in effect. I appreciate the offer to help, but I'm already. I have allies who are very skilled at this, and I've been talking to people who are very experienced with this realm of magic. The only thing that I need are the anchors. And now that I have this, she touches the horn. It won't be long now. And I've seen now. And Volmag, I guess, temporarily. I met Marie and Baron when I was after what happened. After I left, I did a lot of wandering. I didn't know what to do with myself. I just needed to be alone for a while. Eventually, we stumbled upon each other. They were being accosted by some witch hunters, and I helped them. No, that was before that. I went there because I needed to retrieve some documents. That's where I got a lot of the information about this ritual and what Dr. Stein was capable of. I wouldn't trust them. They go about murdering senselessly. I understand that these hats are dangerous, and a lot of people succumb to fits, but I haven't felt that, at least not yet. I still feel like me, as far as I can tell. But they don't see it that way. They see any witch as a danger and has to be eliminated, because if they aren't, then they might bear children, like Murray and Marin. Well, all hats are different, so it's possible that maybe I just have a good one. Of course. I'll find you all again soon.
Also, uh, is Jupe talking to Talon to the side, or
I assume this was just with the group, but
Oh. Yeah, I got the impression it was private.
I did too.
Talon, that demon's gonna hurt you.
yeah, Talon? I've been traveling for a while now, but even back home, like I know tr- trust is earned. I would totally be wary of your allies. Just and when your plan is actually coming to fruition, it's you know you're about to act. Please contact us, and we'll be there in case anything. We'll be there for you in case you need us.
how can you say that? You've never even met them. They're just kids who have been hunted their entire life because they were born.
You would know them best out of any of us, obviously.
It's true. Yeah. All I'm saying
Yes, I
is
would. Sorry.
it's no.
They're
It's
just.
no.
It was. they're not the monsters that they get portrayed as.
No, I would never go off of just, hearsay or whatever. Like, just, just, you never know. You, sometimes you think you know someone, but you don't. It's, just be careful. It's a, it's a harsh world out there.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. It doesn't have to be. And it won't be.
Yeah. And when you have friends, they could help.
I, for one, would love to meet them sometime. I understand that's a little scary. Just, they've been hunted forever, and we've worked with the witch hunters briefly, and I guess I'm wearing the ring currently, but I'm just curious about hats more than anything. If Rin seems fine, you seem fine. But Rin seems mostly fine. She seems fine in this timeline.
This timeline?
It's a long story. There was some weird loop things going on where she had a big emotional break and it caused her to go nuts and kill everybody. But as long as not Kohaku, his brother Yokimaru doesn't die, it's fine. Just
I'll hold my breath. You know my opinion.
yep. Just be careful. Emotions seem to play a big role in this, and I know you're focusing on the good emotions, but bad emotions tend to affect us more than we realize it sometimes.
Are you at least gonna stay for some great sheesh grub? I'm sure he's gonna cook us up another awesome dinner or something tonight.
Nope.
Right, sheesh?
What?
I'm giving it up.
That'd be
No.
a terrible waste of your talents. I will at least stay for the rest of the night.
Can I identify something while someone's wearing it? I forget if that's a thing.
Technically, yeah.
Would you mind if I look at your hat? I just need to touch it for a little bit. I'm just curious what I can learn from it. I've studied them for a while, but haven't really gotten my hands on very many, and yours seems to be a good one, like you said.
No.
No, you don't mind, or no, I can't.
No, you can't. Sorry, I just... It didn't like the last time you tried to touch it.
Right.
You didn't like it, or it didn't like it?
It didn't like it.
Got it. Likes anyone touching it because it thinks it's going to be removed.
Right. It's safe with me. And as long as it feels safe, then everything's fine.
Yeah, we learned something. We learned which of the two between Talon and her head is in control. That may helpful, or may be helpful. Do you catch my meaning?
Is there anything else you guys want to ask or talk about?
No, but I will cook it.
Okay.
That's a joke.
She makes a lovely dinner. What do you cook?
Um, I don't know. I'll roast up some kind of poultry and make like a real nice, just like cornbread on the side to go with it, with like some sort of vegetarian option as well. And on that bread, I'll use some of this artisanal giant bee honey that I got from Kohaku. It's like a nice little spread.
Nice. Give me a cooking tools check. Yeah, I'll be sure to say goodbye. You cook a lovely meal for everybody.
Kohaku's not gonna have any.
What?
It's chicken or poultry.
He said he made a veggie option too.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, there's cornbread with your honey on it, and some vegetarian option too. Probably like a nice potato salad, but not
I
with
know.
eggs or mayonnaise in it.
And I'm sure it's great, but I need to meditate on certain things. It's starting to become clear to me why I was banned from Kusetsu Jin, and I don't disagree with it.
Would you like me to save you some bread at least for tomorrow?
Sure.
Can you make a marinara?
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 Do we have cherry liqueur?
From Spy Family?
Yeah. Do we have cherry liqueur?
Oh, they probably have something equivalent. Some kind of like cherry infused sake or something. But yeah, eventually, Stain, you get back from a raucous evening.
It's delighted. Probably beat the fuck up. It was consensual. He probably picks up something to drink on the way, like sake. The big old bottle. I don't know how much that is.
You can get a decent sized bottle for gold.
1 gold. There we go.
I wonder how it would go along when if Stein and Stain's memories would ever like be shared with one another. He just recalls one of these evenings.
Oh, he'd die.
Horrified.
His chastity gone in an instant.
premaritally. No, the alcohol. And yelling at my friends.
Jupiter, I need to talk you to talk me out of doing something stupid tonight.
Sleeping with Nara? I don't think.
No.
Oh.
I'm thinking of sneaking in Talen's room and identifying her hat while she's sleeping, but
Ooh.
the hat's probably awake all the time and will wake her up. Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about this, but I need to know more about it, and I'm not gonna know more about it. Yeah. You're probably right.
Hey, where are you? Get a mic.
He said his mic is bad. I bet it's okay. Come on, Feck. Try your mic. Oh, okay. Oh, that bad, huh?
Should have just brought the one from home.
Or borrow Jaegers.
Or use your phone.
But yeah, just break if he's not using it.
I have a 1 mana potion if you want it. It's a little time of the essence, right? Sure. So you'd have a 50-50 shot of getting it. Why not? I'll mark mine off here. It's just 1d4, man. I don't think you get the +1 at all.
Does that help?
No.
I think there's enough recordings of Feck on
Does that
the
help?
internet to make a deep fake. Maybe we could do that.
We have
Oh,
so
God.
many episodes of these online. Probably.
You'd have to individually clip out everybody speaking because the AI
Right.
can't tell who's who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feck, can I make a deep fake of you?
I'm absolutely not. And I'm just saying that in Feck's
Excellent.
voice. So, yeah.
But how will I put the voice in the Fekri character AI?
Yeah.
They do that now.
We're gonna have to
Alright.
do it
But he
eventually.
doesn't want his voice for Fekri. He wants the fox from the little
Ash.
Ash from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Secondary's Hiccup.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Very
He
fitting.
needs a Gordon Levitt deepfake.
Oh. Oh, that's true. We can just use actual voice. Oh shit, I'm fucking stupid. What's wrong? Did I just really?
Oh, well, yeah, then you didn't need to use either of those.
Did you? Okay,
Okay.
take them back. It's a ritual.
Okay.
Did you cast it earlier? I can't remember.
I don't think he's cast it yet.
Well, there shouldn't be. Oh, this is your first, and there shouldn't be like the 25%
Yeah, because
chance.
he just got access to divination, right?
So many of your characters have divination that I'm like, if which one's blending into each other.
It's a
Uh,
good spell.
I know you can't talk, and I feel terrible making you type all this stuff. But what do you pull out for your material component for this?
A filter of love.
So Jupiter begins preparing a divination ritual.
Expensive cards. Let's read this for the chat, or like for
Yeah,
Twitch.
so Jupiter pulls out these very ornate kind of gold leaf cards, begins doing a tarot spread.
Cards are positioned and creates like geometric orbits. Ooh.
To dictate the flow of the message, and then they all get swept away into golden light up into the sky,
Sparkly bits.
and the gods have a new set of cards now. I don't know where they actually go.
Those might be what he used as the material component.
Yeah, I still don't know where they go. Do the gods take them? Does magic itself take them?
The gods take it.
The gods must have so much bat guano. So much bat guano on the moon for anyone who fireballs.
Oh. Oh.
What does Talen's hat do?
What that?
So for divination, it needs to be a goal, event, or activity.
Okay. Allowing Talon to keep the hat and stay under its influence. I feel like that's gonna be a wall. If that's what divination does.
Well, divination gives you a short answer, a short, truthful answer.
Right. You're not gonna like it. It's the truthful answer.
Do you have any other way to word this question? Interesting.
Hmm. I'm assuming most hats have some form of will.
I'm pretty sure this has come up before, and what you guys know uh, is that most hats have a will in the same way that the One Ring has a will, right? They don't necessarily have a specific personality, or like they don't necessarily speak to the to whoever has them. Um, though there have been cases of hats having actual like personalities and being sentient. Most just have kind of like a abstract kind of will, or right, an evolutionary goal.
Hmm.
I think what you get from that is I think what you get is that its desires do not directly align with Talen's mission. Uh, or its desires and Talen's desires do not directly connect. Uh, so its desire is still for the success of Talen's mission. Yeah, you're supposed to get a truthful answer. This should be usable information for you. I think you get the sense that it's like the mission being the final stage, so reviving her dad and all of that. Uh, Not specifically the like gathering the spirits is just like part of that mission and the part of the greater objective, and the greater objective is what's being referred to here. Yeah, I think what you get from that, in more to put it more plainly, is that both the Hat and Talon benefit from this, or at least their wants and desires align with Talon completing this mission, even though what they both want is not necessarily directly aligned. Right. Like they're both getting different things out of this mission being completed. No worries. Thank you for still hosting. And also for playing, even though you're on vacation.
Thank you, Feck. I'm glad you're here.
So, I assume Jupe passes this information on to the rest of you. What do you guys do?
This is day 2? Day 3.
Say this is day 2.
Well,
I
not,
think. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just not gonna go through with identifying it. That was good enough for me for
Okay.
now. I'd like to know more, but the hat doesn't want me to.
It's a curiosity.
Yeah.
I want to know more. Stain has been drinking a lot and is getting increasingly annoyed that this place might definitely be a dry county because nothing is getting him drunk. It tastes like rice wine. It doesn't do nothing.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but I can tell this is quite strong. This would
Uh-oh.
put a normal person out.
Is this because he's sad on me? No.
It's possible.
Hmm.
My constitution doesn't allow me to be influenced by normal alcohols.
Does this mean I now have some demon blood inside me?
I haven't heard of. Well,
Blood inside it. What did you get up to last night?
It was biting.
I'm not saying that there isn't cases for this, but I don't think that anything that we did would have caused that. At least not without my knowledge.
Cool. How many times have you done it and made someone unable to get drunk, I guess?
Never.
Okay.
So this would be a new.
Like a 10% chance it's you.
Are there
Maybe 20.
infernal? Are there infernal STDs?
No.
The burning sensation is natural.
Nothing's burning. This looks
Maybe maybe there are and they just don't know about it because it just always burns. Everything feels like it's on fire all the time, so they can't tell when it's not supposed to feel like that.
Well, I feel fine.
Then you probably don't have an STD. It could be the weird thing you did with Talon yesterday.
Oh, man. That could be. I am more powerful now.
Oh, did you have to give up your vices for power or one of them, considering you're still actively partaking in one?
I didn't know that was going to happen.
I'm gonna try some of Stain's drink.
It's quite strong.
Whew.
Anything?
Oh yes.
He starts getting like the restless leg syndrome. Stopping his foot rapidly.
It's quite good though. I wouldn't cook with this.
You can have it. It's not doing nothing for me.
Yeah.
I gotta get into something harder.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Probably not in this place, though. specifically the palace. Also, is Zakuro like getting the hang of being around again? What's her state been with her daughters?
Very. Give me an insight check.
Sure. He's not sure. He's like distracted by not being able to drink anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It seems remarkably good, given everything that's happened.
At least they got their mom back.
I'm surprised none of them were going like stir crazy from being stuck in there for so long.
I mean, the two of them did just like flee immediately.
Oh yeah, what information did we get from those two?
And
Forgot about
not much currently. They seem quite traumatized,
That's fair for being
and
trapped.
they are currently receiving medical attention.
Being stir craziness. I mean, being trapped in the place for 6 years. We don't know if they've been there that long. What were they wearing? Was it like guard outfits?
One was in kind of like a guard outfit, and then the other seemed to be in like what at one point might have been like a nice kind of kimono outfit, but like it's been torn up and like looked very disheveled.
Oh boy. I guess maybe they heard something they shouldn't have, and the Ishida put him in there.
Yes, we're still trying to figure out what happened to them. Neither of them really seem to want to talk.
If I were trapped somewhere for 6 years with nothing to do, maybe stimulation might help. I don't know.
Maybe we're letting some of the doctors and our clerics tend to them. Hopefully, with a little bit of time, they'll be able to pass on some information.
Good luck to them.
I hate to lock them up again after they
Yeah.
finally were freed, but we can't be sure that they won't run amok. Especially with how they have responded so far.
You're a tough lady, miss.
Thank you.
Do you want some of this sake?
I would love some. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not working for me. Please think so.
Yeah, she'll have some sake. But yeah. What do you guys do for the rest of the night?
Toss and turn, thinking about the hat being right there and that he can't do anything about it. So close.
Do some meditation for 4 hours, get fully rested, start walking back and forth in the hallways, just kind of pacing.
You can't sleep either, huh?
Huh?
You can't sleep either?
Yeah.
Does not being able to get drunk bother you that much?
Yeah, it's that, sure.
Well, now I think it's not that, because you wouldn't have said that if it was.
Why can't you sleep?
I'm thinking about Talon's hat. It's dumb, but I've been studying them a long time, and there's a really good specimen right there that I can't touch or identify or learn anything about because Talen's being real coy about it. Which is probably the hat being coy about it, but
I
still
mean,
he's
it's her
right.
stuff, private property. I don't want people going through my stuff either.
No,
Especially if my stuff didn't want to get touched, I guess.
it wasn't hers until recently. It kind of got forced upon her, but
Yeah, but now she's reclaimed it.
I guess.
I don't know much about hats. I just know that instead of those queens taking her, she ran. She's a big girl. Whatever she's doing right now, she's doing it because she wants to.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And their goals aren't the same, but they seem to align enough that she'll probably be okay.
Why don't you examine something else?
Well, what do you mean? I already went through a bunch of magic items today.
I meant your boy toy.
Because he can't talk right now.
He doesn't need to talk. With a gag in there.
Jeez. I like the noises he makes, though.
He can still make noises, he just can't talk.
But communication's important.
That's why you have the tap system.
The tap system. So, like, if he likes something, he doesn't tap, and then if he doesn't like something, he taps.
You do like 3 consecutive taps.
Okay,
That's like the tap out.
got it. Well, I'll stop thinking about the hat eventually. I'm just, yeah. Still doesn't tell me why you're up, though.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know why I'm up.
Hmm. Okay,
I don't normally sleep,
right.
and I figured I normally keep watch, but we're in castle walls.
You're bored more than anything. You don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah,
You could read a book or something. You can read, right? The other one can't. Make use
I
of
don't
that.
like reading. It's nerd stuff.
Well, there's books that aren't necessarily nerdy.
Like, I haven't found any porn in here. And
I'm
anything that
sure.
I find are too steep in metaphor.
Sure, we could find some somewhere.
Probably not in this time.
You could write your own.
Yeah, if I read any more about velvet folds, I'm gonna be like, come on, give me something grotesque.
I guess there's an art form in beating around the bush, but it would be nice if it just kind of got to the point.
I don't even have a bush.
I know, it was a porn joke. Sorry.
Yeah. I'll find something to distract myself with.
Okay, well, good luck. I'm gonna go try to lay down, I guess.
Distract yourself. You're good at that.
Okay. Good night, Stain.
Just waves. He starts like walking up walls and ceilings and then down again.
Are you still mad at Jupe?
Huh?
Are you still mad at Jupiter?
Why'd I be mad at Jupe?
He treated you poorly earlier to get the other guy out.
That's
I
just
guess-
how he is.
Mm, not usually, but
He'd do anything to survive. I do the same. Why should I be mad?
all right. Good night for real.
Later.
Go lay down and probably fall asleep after another hour of just laying there doing nothing.
Not touching Jupe at all.
Can't talk. It's weird.
They've already done it 6 times.
Tired.
As Ali walks away, Stain opens his mouth as if to call at him and just purses his lips shut, turns and just walks away.
There was probably like on the outskirts of town. Good distance, probably. So that gunshots ringing in the air don't like waking anyone
Ah,
up.
practicing.
Hmm.
Nice. While you guys are doing that, we cut away to a room in the castle.
Hmm?
Room's dark, just a couple of candles lit, bedroll laid out. See some of Stein's things. But Stein's not in the room, currently wandering the halls, talking with Allie. We see Atropos there. And door slides open. So, this is it. And say, coming into the room, Talon carrying the horn, flanked by a very large demon. So, yeah. So you knew? I had some suspicions when you mentioned spirits. Yeah. I was going to wait. You were going to be the last one. But he won't forgive you for this. When I'm done, he won't have a choice. The horn unfolds into a gauntlet across Talon's arm, and she grabs Atropos and begins to crush him down into a tiny ball. Her helmet splits open like a mouth, and she swallows him. One down. She takes the demon's hand, and the two vanish from the room.
What the fuck, Talon?
I knew this was going to happen because Stein knew what she was going for, but Stain didn't. So I was like, no.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was what the D20 was for.
I know. I just
Oh,
figured
no.
immediately when you said the Andropus was there. I was like, yeah, no, he'd leave him there because he feels like he's safe.
And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Ah,
Well, shit.
well, she stayed around to say goodbye, all right.
Oh boy. She took my best friend.
When your best friends become besties and then leave you alone.
I'm fucking dying.
I hate not being able to talk.
I know, I'm fucking dying. I'm over here. When she said spirits, Stein very, very, what's the word looking for? Purposefully kind of pushed that down. Because deep down he's like, she's not gonna do anything to hurt me.